Okay, play.
Oh, Thanksgiving Day is drawing near. Since Plymouth Rock, us turkeys live in fear. You're giving thanks for what you got. Family, friends, and food and fun. But man, this oven's hot. Fill your plates up to the sky with cranberries, cornbread, stuffing, wings, and legs and thighs. So be thankful for this dinner, that your life's so freaking sweet. Be thankful that you're not a walking feathered slab of meat. Be thankful when you're happy, and thankful when you're free. But most of all, be thankful. Be thankful that you're not.
Man, Poe is scaring the crap out of me with that meat cleaver.
Nice. Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey, what's
I
up?
think we're live.
What's up?
Mike's gaming gal is here, so I guess we're live.
Kaos said say hi on my thing, so I didn't know why you didn't show up here.
Oh, I love the fact that you can put that. I love this new thing. I love the chat being on the window because I can see all the channel chat. That's perfect. It's good. Yep.
Yeah. Kelly said, "Was there an echo?" I thought it did sound like there was an echo to me too. It could be on my end because I had to do a bunch of camera reset up and all that, and
I think that was me. I had the video going too. I was like, "Oops," and I paused it. Yeah, towards the end of the. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, so let's see. Mike's gaming gal is here. Kelly's here. T-Dog's here.
Krieger.
Oh, great. Yeah, Gideon's here. Cannabis Kid.
Wow.
Hey.
You have a text.
Uh-oh. Greg has a text. Is it from Derek saying, hey, hey, hey?
Well, I would have said you have a sext.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
No, it's actually Whoopi Goldberg.
Uh-oh.
Again?
Oh.
She's
Whoopi's
whining about the election.
No. Never. Yeah. So how's everyone going this week? Poe, you had a really busy week, huh?
Yeah, that was no fun.
Yeah.
So that score that I entered is actually, I played that game last week to make the clip for the show. And then after I finished that, I played another game for the challenge. So that's that score. I never got to play the rest of the week anything. So
Hi, Shelby.
Shelby says hello. Yeah, I had all sorts of problems when I tried to play. It took forever. Something's going on with my Pi, and it just kept kicking me out. And then I had no sounds, and I'm like, what is going on? So I'm focusing on the sounds and all this stuff, and the game was just shit. So I said, well, I'll play another one because that was a horror. And as soon as I hit the start button to restart and play a new game, the Pi shut off again, rebooted. It rebooted like 4 times in a row before it would even load into the emulator. I'm like, okay, I'm done. I took a picture. I got like 4,000 points. I'm like, whatever. At that time, Mike was the only one that had a score up there at like 180 million, and I'm at 4,000. And but I just kept it because I was so fresh. I got to get a new power. So it just plugs into one of them little USB charge your phone type of thing in the wall, and apparently it's not putting out enough voltage because I keep getting under voltage and it shuts off. But Mike, is that a wizardry screen?
You will find out, Derek. You will find out. A secret.
Yeah. Quit jumping the gun, Derek. We have a strict time schedule set up for this show, and Derek's fucking it up.
Speaking of that, the weekly challenge, I right after the show last week, I was feeling really good, and I went and I didn't have it on my system. Excuse me. So I found the ROM. My week got busy. Kind of went to crap, but anyway. But the thing started resolving out by the weekend, and so I said, "Oh my goodness, Saturday's coming up. I got to get to do that. And then I don't know why, but this morning I got up and I said, I think I'm too late. So I didn't even play it. Dadgummit. Because it looked like a fun game.
Yeah, it's a cool game.
Yeah, I don't really know because I played like shit and then I had to quit.
Well, I just happened to notice I'm going to bed Thursday night, and I looked at the Discord, and I'm like, oh, there's no score entries yet at all. That's why I put that post on there. I'm like, maybe everybody forgot. It was one of those weeks for sure. So
Right. Yeah. I tend to wait for the challenges till Thursday or Friday when Kelly's working. I'm home alone. That gives me something to do. So I tend to wait till then. But yeah, I was wrestling. Yeah, for a 4,000 point game, and it took me half an hour to get. But yeah, but it is fun. It is fun. Hey, Salty's here. Fat Boy Gaming.
Salty.
Nonsense. Good to see you. Good to see you. So
Well, I've made some changes. I've made some changes on. I'm using RetroArch on Steam to play those retro games with, and I went in and kind of tweaked some of my settings and changed some directories. It's I ought to do a video on it, but it works better now. I found it's easier for me to add ROMs and stuff, so I didn't have to call Derek and go, Derek, I can't get to work. How can I fix this?
Nice. So, Mike, how'd your week go?
Pretty good. What was it? Yesterday we went to the anime convention with my son and niece. So we got
Nice.
to spend some time there. And yeah, that was actually pretty fun. I noticed there's a lot of people that like dressing up, and my niece doesn't usually like dressing up, but when she's seen a lot of the girls there dressed up, and now she's really interested in that. So probably for next year, she's going to be dressed in, one of the anime characters that she likes. I'm trying to convince my son he needs to do that too, so he can go with his cousin, dressed up as anime characters running around.
yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
Nice.
it was kind of neat when I went there. There was even, let's say your costume got damaged, there's even a repair booth for people, that damaged their costume. And then you can go in there and they'll
cool.
fix it for you. Yeah, it's free.
Nice.
Wow, really cool. Yeah, I was just really surprised. Like, we got there early, so we got there around 8:30. Not really busy. We can go roam around, and then what was it? They opened up at 10. And then when it hit like noon, it was packed. I could not even go through, where the vendors are. That's how many people there were. I'm like, holy smokes, this must be a really big deal, because I'm like kind of stuck. So I kind of had to force my way through there and stuff. But yeah, I got super packed. So yeah, it's a really big deal over there in Portland. I didn't realize. I thought it's just going to be a really small convention, and it got like really crazy real quick. So, but that's what
cool.
I did over there. And I was trying to look for any game vendors. That's what I was more interested in. And I did only find one place, and I was able to find that PS2 game because I got Inuyasha, The Secret of the Cursed Mask for PlayStation 2. I don't know if I'll show it. Yeah. There we go.
Nice.
So yeah, anime games they're selling. So I picked that up. I'm a fan
By
of
the time I get this up there, Mike doesn't have it up anymore.
Oh, I can show it again. Oh, come on.
Nice.
Okay.
There you go.
And then the back of it. Yeah, and it's just typically there were like fighting games. I didn't want the fighting one. I wanted something different. So that was a role-playing game. I never heard of it before, so hopefully it's fun. I haven't even tried it out yet since my PS2 is here in the bedroom. So I got to fire that up, see if it actually works. I hope it does. But yeah, that's what I ended up getting out of it. And it was fun. I know he wants to go there next year. So does my niece. So we're looking forward to that.
Excellent.
Cool.
Sounds great. And Greg, we know your week was not as pleasant as you would like. You're still waiting on your surgery, so it's tough for you to get around.
Yeah, and I might as well say this much. They have delayed it. It's for a smart reason, although it's irritating to me. But so I may be put off till the first Monday in December, which it was supposed to be a week from tomorrow. But it is what it is. the doctor gave me good sound reasons for putting it off. I had to have some dental work done, and if that gets infected after I have the surgery, it could screw up anybody that knows anything about replacement surgeries will know that you cannot get an infection in your body because it'll go right to the transplant or the new piece that's put in. So that's the end of my story. It just put off a little bit. So, but I won't miss next week. I was going to have to miss next week because the surgery is the next day, but not now.
All right, Poe, remember to reschedule the strippers. Greg will be here next week. That was going to be your replacement, Greg, was strippers. But I don't know the dudes because
male or female.
Derek picked them, so I don't know the guys. But I don't know. Yeah. So, well, since we were already talking about it, should we talk? What was the final tally on that? Do we know what the final scores were on the
pinball?
No, well, the pinball one, man, that turned into a big deal. The
I've got it.
Yes, I put it in Discord.
Yeah, let me see.
I'll look it up real quick. Was it the arcade? Was it arcade or console?
Console.
I got it up here. Can you guys see
good.
that?
Yep.
Is it readable?
Yes.
Yeah.
Want me to go over the scores? All right, we'll go.
Sure, you can skip the last one, but
we got Mike GRW at 106,600, Mr. Poestyle at 64,375, Pixeltorium at 49,375. Twinsies. Look at that.
Nice.
Off-Road Arcade 4,225.
Yeah, I do got to say, I got to thank Poe and Derek for throwing your scores up there, so it wasn't quite the huge gap between Mike's 106,000 and my 4,000. It's not quite as bad, but I think we had a discussion in the Discord where we determined that it's all based on the last three numbers, and it was the closest to 250 without going over. So you guys all lost. It was a good effort, though. I appreciate you guys playing. All right, how do I get that off of there?
Yeah, I just hate that I hate that I forgot to get in. I got my days mixed up. It looked like it would have been fun.
Yeah, sorry, Mike. We're gonna have to put you off. He was really needing the money.
Yeah, hopefully, Mike, you can get that time machine so my mom and dad could guess before I fade out of existence.
That's right. Yeah. They got to go into the fish under the sea dance. It's the enchantment under the sea. Oh, say it twice. That'll never be important for us to remember later when we see a poster. Oh, such a good movie, though.
Oh,
such a good movie. I like Michael J. Fox. I think he's a good actor and all that stuff. But I think one of his best acting I ever seen is in the scene when they're in the car and she kisses him, and then that horrified look he has on his face. We're like, oh my God, my mom just kissed me. That's brilliant acting. Brilliant acting. Or he really just didn't like Leah Thompson. Thompson. Yeah. But such a good
Poe
movie.
Sitting there saying, I see Poe there, and I think it's going on in his mind. He's going like, "That's not okay."
Yeah, he's rescheduling the stripper. He's rescheduling. Yeah. So I know, Greg, you haven't been able to do much driving because you're not able to get to your sim stuff, but they're coming out with the big 153 update on American Truck Sim, where you can actually move those back axles on your trailers. That's pretty cool. I don't know why I would ever use it because I don't do any fancy stuff that would need it. But and then I'm hearing that they're also going to have the animated. If you go to the logging areas, you can go in with your trailer and they'll actually load the logs on with the crane. Instead of just magically it happens. So yeah, and there's rumors that here shortly they're going to hopefully in the next couple 3 months, maybe they're going to be switching over to DirectX 12 because currently the truck stems run off of DirectX 11, and they're saying it's going to be multi-thread capable, so it can take care of because right now American Truck Sim and Euro Truck Sim 2, they don't use your multiple cores on your processor. They only use a single core. So that would be a huge improvement for people that are getting bottlenecks with their processor. Yeah, and Gideon said their Pro Mods is going to release Africa for Euro Truck Sim 2, ETS 2. Yeah, that's coming out soon. And it's looking like I think Indiana's going to be the next state that they do after, what is it, Missouri, then Iowa, then Louisiana, and then it's looking like Illinois, because they want to get to Chicago. That would be first anyway. Indiana's on the east side. Illinois, and now there actually have hints in the coding and in the maps. There are hints that they might do British Columbia up there, which people think is going to be the road to Alaska. That's why they're doing that one first. But so we might get some Canada going on in American Truck Sim soon. So
any shot of being able to drive over to Hawaii? I mean, Mike might be interested in that.
Yeah, they're working on building the bridge right now. It'll be done by 3086. Yeah,
It's tight driving through there. There's not a lot of freeway space for a big truck,
right? Yeah, I have heard that people were saying, I don't know if these are mod maps or something, but I've heard that there are ways to get and drive in Hawaii. But yeah, they say it's not a lot of. You're not getting in the open road and driving for 500 miles. It's just, but I don't know. But I know the Pro Mod stuff is really good stuff, and it's payware, but it's really cheap. I bought that Pro Mods Canada that just has kind of right north of Seattle there, just that one city. And that was like, it was like $5 or less. I want to say it was like $3. So it's like, that's nothing. But yeah, I knew talking Canada, that would keep Mike around.
Gideon's
SnowRunner on Xbox.
Yeah, I see it.
Yes, I've got SnowRunner and MudRunner both on Xbox. I played them both. Not spent a lot of time on. I just haven't spent a lot of time on them, but I plan on getting back to them. But yeah, I have both, and they're fun games.
Yeah, I don't have it on Xbox, but I have one of those Mud Runners or one of those for the PC on Steam.
Oh yeah,
but
good.
But I don't have an Xbox, so it would be pointless for me to get a game on Xbox. I've had this game for 3 years. I still can't fire it up because I don't have a console.
And
of course, funny enough,
I think they got. Go ahead. Bart,
they what? Oh, I was just going to throw in a joke about saying I bought the disc and I don't have the console. That's how I justified buying my first CD player ever. I went out and bought a Bon Jovi CD when CDs were first becoming a thing. I bought the CD and said, now I got to buy a CD player so so I can play this thing. I thought that made logical sense to me, but I was actually on deployment in Rhoda.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
go ahead, Greg. I won't interrupt you this time.
No, my first experience with SnowRunner was with actually MudRunner on Steam, but then this Xbox, when I got it, the Xbox, what do you call it? The Xbox
Series X
service that you get. Yeah, they this comes free on the Xbox online experience or whatever it is. So anyway, yeah, if you got an Xbox and you belong to that Xbox online thing, you can play SnowRunner right now. I don't know how long, but you can. And I don't know, it's a fun game.
You know, they have one of those things. It's I forget who made it or whatever. It's not MudRunner by name, but it's very similar to that. It's on the Quest, and I played that for like 10 minutes, and I was about ready to throw up. I got so bad of VR sickness playing that game. It's one of the worst experiences I've ever had. And yeah, it was bad. So I felt bad. I asked for the refund because I just couldn't play it. It was horrendous. But yeah.
You mentioned the Quest. Travis was over today, and I can't get down to my pinball room in my place where the Quest is. So I asked him to bring it up for me, and he charged it and updated it and everything. And actually, I spent a little time this afternoon playing some games on the Quest. It was kind of fun and refreshing to do for a change, considering I've been having to sit around for so long. So I enjoyed it. I made it, but luckily I got a son who's smart on that stuff, and I just said, I haven't opened this thing up in 6 months. Just turn it on and get all the updates, put new batteries in it, charge it up, and then give it to me. And he did. Good son.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, I actually haven't fired my Quest up. I think the last time was when we played mini golf, Bo. Was the last time I fired mine up. My boys' schedules both changed, so we haven't found a time to be able to play our golf that we used to play every week. We'd play golf, and it's just not working out. And both of them, well, Jason used to have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday off, so Wednesday night worked great. Travis is in Arizona, so he was much earlier, so he could play in the evening before he had to go to bed for work. Jason, it didn't matter because he didn't work Thursday morning, but now he's working Monday through Friday, and he has to go get up for work at like 5. So it's tough. By the time Travis gets home from work, it's already 8 or 9 o'clock for Jason. That's late to start a game of golf. So we haven't played golf for probably 2 months now. And yeah, it's been a while. Oh, Mike's gonna eat him some dinner.
Ooh, dinner time.
Yeah.
Well, Bart, if you don't mind, my little PC here is about to go time out on me, and I've got the results of the pinball tournament. So if you don't mind, I might get those out so I can just turn this thing off and get it out of my way.
Sure. Yeah.
Well, if you remember, I set up Curse of the Mummy Classic on Pinball FX last week, and I did it on my little ROG, and I screwed up and hit the wrong button and made it an open tournament. Well, we ended up with 40 people. 40 people in that tournament. So, hey, that was kind of cool. But, so I'm going to go down the list of names
30.
and yeah, top 30. But I was thinking about just trying to read the names of the people that I knew. For example, Willie the Shoe, Gilmersham Clock, New James 72, Jose Loco 17, and Blazing Nike, and Blackjack Man. And let me get the top 10. Those are all the top 10. Erie Billing and Jugi, and Agent Black Dog, and I don't even know what the hell that is. Those are the top scores. None of those I recognize from our group. So, and I will tell you, those scores range from 54 million to a top score of 107 million. And I think Bart predicted that when we realized last week that we were not going to be private. He says somebody will come in there with a super high score. Yeah. So now I think I might get down to like we know. Now, if I'm right, as far as the people from our group, it looks like I might have got a first place shot because number 11 is Blue Man 7, number 12 is Skit 2021, and then number 13 is G Parker with 39,986,000.
Oh,
so,
nice.
Yeah, so I didn't even know that till now.
Yeah.
Oh, Off Grid came in next to me at 38,427,000.
Yeah.
Now, after that, there's names I don't know. Cop Troner, D Peach, CDZR. Now Biolumen, that's one of our people, isn't it?
Yeah, that's T-Dog.
That's T-Dog. Okay, so T-Dog, 28,376,000. So T-Dog did good there. Okay, where the hell did I go now? Okay, Biolumen. Okay, here's another name I can't read. 28 million. Fortress. Oh, something. I don't know what the hell it is. Here's the next one. Mike Milspec CB. 17,923,000.
Nice.
Fufu. Another name I don't recognize. Another name I don't recognize. I'm not. Pixeltorium. 10,440,000. Another
Nice.
name. Another name. Another name. Okay, next to the last was the score that I got. That high score was on the Xbox, and the one that I played to start the tournament on the ROG was only 2 million. So, and I want to address something. You know, I'm still upset that they don't let you cross-platform with Switch. I just don't think it's that big a deal. But I will say one thing. I've been griping and complaining a little bit about my Xbox for various reasons. Part of it's just user error, old man playing with a young man's game. Tell you what, Pinball FX and Pinball M play extremely well on the Xbox. I mean, that's all I can say is I can't see any lag, and the colors on my 4K TV downstairs are brilliant. I mean, it's just absolutely amazing on the Xbox. So
Nice.
just thought I'd throw that. So.
Cool.
And since I'm talking Xbox, I remember I bitched one time about the recording capability. I leave it on all the time. It's kind of like the Quest headset. You leave it on in sleep mode, and it automatically updates. Well, I'm able to record again now. So I don't know if it was because of an update, but I am able to record for longer than a 3-minute clip now. I don't know how long that's going to last, and maybe it depends on the game. But I was playing one of your games, Mike, today, Call of Duty, and I just thought I'd record a little bit and see if it worked. And I was killing me a bunch of zombies in Zombieland, and I actually got a 6-minute recording in, so maybe I'll be posting that.
Cool. Yeah, the zombie one's pretty fun. I love zombies.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Yeah, it's hard to go wrong with a good zombie game.
Yeah. Tournament, I'm getting better at it, too. I'm getting better at this. I didn't realize. See, I've never been what are those, Mike? First-person shooters? Is that what you call them?
Yeah, first-person shooters. Yep.
Yeah. See, I've always played the side-scrolling games, the Mario, the all that kind of stuff. And I'll tell you what, Travis used to laugh at me when he'd come over and watch me play a first shooter because I'd turn it on and I'd get killed. And then I'd reset it and I'd get killed. And he says, man, you actually lasted I made a 6-minute video. And he says, you actually lasted 6 minutes. He says, gosh, Dad, you're a rookie. Fun time.
Crazy enough, that's the same exact thing Poe's wife said on their wedding night. You actually made 6 minutes, and Poe said, thank you for counting the time I was getting undressed.
Thanks, Cannabis Kid. Thanks you for your words. Thank you. Thank you.
Speaking of weddings, happy anniversary.
Yes.
Yes, that is true. It is our anniversary today. 12 years.
Cool.
12 years today. Yeah. See, now, if we were not Americans who do things differently than the rest of the world, where the rest of the world, when they do dates, they do day, month, year. Over here, we like to do month, day, year for whatever. But if we lived in Europe or something and we did day, month, year, our wedding would be easy to remember because it was 10, 11, 12. But because we're here, it's 11, 10, 12. Yeah. So, 12 years today. And I got Kelly we had a nice dinner of frozen pizza because it's Sunday night. We had an exciting day at the Holiday. I took her to the Holiday Inn for our big anniversary.
You should have got her a PS5.
Yeah, should have. Yeah, dang it. Now you say something, Poe. Christmas is coming. Yeah, so I took her out to the Holiday Inn, and she made breakfast for about 800 people, and then yeah, so it was a good day though. It was a good day. What we do that's what I'm talking about. We worked. we went to work, and then we ate frozen pizza. And then I came in here, and I'm talking with these guys, and she's in there watching me talk with these guys. So yeah, that's our big anniversary.
Nice.
And yeah, when we get off the show, we'll go inside and probably throw in a movie and see if we fall asleep before the movie ends. And then one of us wakes the other one up and says, "You want to go to bed?" Okay. That sounds about what it's going to be. But yeah, so thanks everyone for just sit back, take a lesson from me. But so thank you. But yeah, it's been a wild ride. 12 years. I can't believe she puts up with me. So
the summer wind came blowing in. He said Sinatra. The wife was watching The Godfather before I came out here. So, speaking of Sinatra and mafia,
yeah,
Was it the horse head scene?
Yes, I got to see that right before my boy called.
Nice.
Like, oh, the silk sheets and the silk jammies are all messed up now.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
It was a
have you guys? Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I wasn't. I was just saying filler stuff. Go ahead.
I just heard a lull. I was just going to ask. You know, I put a short video up the other day. Netflix. If you have Netflix, you can get this pinball game from Zen Studios and put it on your Android. I don't know. I don't have an Apple device. Maybe you can on your Apple device, but it's kind of interesting.
Mike's smoking again in Poe's house. You're a bad influence, Poe. Look at him.
You guys, that's okay. They're doing puff puff pass. No, but anyway, it's kind of interesting. If you got Netflix, it hasn't cost me anything. They came out with a Stranger Things table, and everybody knows I own a Stranger Things table. It looks nothing like the Stranger Things table, but I saw it on Reddit. They were talking about it, and they said you could download it now, and all you had to do is people were saying they couldn't get it. You just have to update your app if you're a Netflix user, and it's kind of cool. And you can actually hook your Xbox, or I assume there's other controllers you can hook up to your Android phone, and I can set it on this little stand I got there, and I can play. They've got 5 or 6 tables out now, so that was kind of cool.
Nice.
So if you want to play Zen, and it's put out by Zen.
Yeah, I was watching your video, and then I saw you chatting with. Was that on a Facebook group or something where you were talking about it, and you mentioned that you had the real physical table, and it's very different. I forget where I saw that, or was it on Reddit? I don't know, but I saw you had posted that. I'm wondering if they're going to bring that to the. Are they going to bring that table to the regular FX? And then some people were saying, "Hey, they should put it on Pinball M." But
yeah, I was reading on Reddit that they said that they hoped it would come out on the regular ones. As a matter of fact, some people were, you know how Reddit can be. People were bitching that why would you put this out on Netflix's free Android thing when you could have people that might be wanting to buy it on Pinball M or Pinball FX. So who knows? I don't know why they do what they do, but I guess we'll have to get a hold of Lars for that answer. But anyway, yes, I did post it both on Facebook and YouTube, and I think I had conversations with people on both mediums, so I don't remember Bart out.
Yeah, I'm not sure which one I saw it on. Yeah, so Polo had said, what are your thoughts on the Sega delisting all their Steam games?
Yeah, I posted that article, one of those articles, on the Discord earlier in the week. It's not just Steam. They're delisting it from all platforms. So what's up at Sega is the thing, because this is where they make their money. So what are they doing? You know, and this is your chance to get this stuff. I think you got to do it before December. If you want any of these Sega games and Sega compilations and everything else on your consoles or wherever, get them now or lose them.
Wow.
Aren't they on the Switch? Are they on the Switch as well?
I don't know what they're going to do with that Switch Online. You know, all I heard was, you know, they're delisting all the games that you could buy. So from every platform.
Yeah,
Wow.
it seems like there's something going on with that. They wouldn't just.
And I highly doubt they're coming out with a new console. That's what some people are. Maybe it's a new console. It's like it's way late for that. So
Yeah, it's just odd. Why would they do that stuff? I mean, if there's one place you can go, you know where to get it. You know, something to do with pirates.
Arr.
Arr.
I'm not going to say where you can get it, but there are places to look.
Yeah.
Sitting in the morning sun.
I know I can get all those games from my arcade if I want to.
That's
You know,
right.
That's something you guys posted earlier this week, and it was the dark days of this week, so I didn't respond back because I did see that you guys posted a iArcade that was available in my area, and I never really got to follow through on it because I thought, oh, that sounds cool, but then I had so much going on, and I don't know. Then I got to thinking about, okay, the guy didn't post. Does it have any games on it? You know, I don't know if I could get one of those systems you guys got, and I'm hurting like hell, and there's no way I'm going to be able to go get one and find a place to put it. So I don't know. I may have let that one slip through my fingers, but I appreciate you guys thinking of me and putting that up there.
Yeah, it looked like a good deal. That's the same cabinet you got, right, Poe? It was it was the wrestle one.
Retromania cabinet. Yeah, I just happened to see that, and then I saw where it said it was, and I'm like, I wonder how far that is from Greg. So I Googled it in like a couple hours. So
yeah.
It
didn't look like it has Glenn's deck on it. And
no, I don't think it had any of the extras, but
yeah,
you can still get the MIA because Bliss just got it recently. So
yeah, if you get that, then you can download all those games.
I'm honestly thinking about getting into my cabinet, and you know, they've come out with a new Legends cabinet of 4K, and I don't know. I'm paying for this. I just don't know if I want to do that anymore. I've got the other two systems, the smaller ones. You know, Bart, you've got one of those. The what do you call it?
Legends.
I got the Gamer Pro, Legends. And then it comes with the little puck thing. Yeah.
Right. But I'm honestly
mine's
thinking
in a box
about taking that
cabinet. Pinball machine.
I'm thinking about taking that At Games cabinet though and taking the back of it off. And I've read ways that you can get to where the HDMI stuff is, and you can clean it up and put it through the inside of it and just strap I mean, think about it. If you just a Raspberry Pi like you talked about in there, Bart, how many games can you get? You can get like, I don't know. I've seen programs that you can download for the Raspberry Pi. It's got a ridiculous amount, like 30,000 games on it. I may be exaggerating, but it just seemed like a crazy number.
Right.
And I could hook that. You could just hit a button on the back, and it's on, and you're running. You're playing. And
right.
That seems to me that's the way to go.
Yeah, that To Die For has his big pack coming out for the Viper. And he has some new videos out of what he put together, and it's just tens of thousands of games for different systems for Glenn's Viper for the arcade. He said it'll be ready before Thanksgiving. So, I was just watching a few of his videos on that. Looks pretty awesome.
Yeah, and you can get that Viper standalone. So you could maybe even get one of those Viper boards, Greg, and put that in your. I wonder if you could do that. Put that in the At Games stand-up arcade like you would a Pi. So you're using the control deck and the monitor and all that, but you're running the Viper, because that would open up I think even if you get the standalone Viper, you can still do all the online stuff, right, Poe?
Yeah.
So that would open that up. And
Yeah,
I
I'm
do know
definitely going to look into his build because that's a lot easier than going through and downloading everything you want. You know, figured I might just grab his build and throw it on a hard drive or something there and have all those games.
And that might work on the at
Yeah.
games because all you got to do is get that HDMI at games Legends cabinet has an HDMI in and it has a USB that turns your that you can hook into your Pi or whatever you want to make that control deck become a gamepad. Just like you'd hook a Xbox controller up to it or some generic controller. So as long as you've got video out and control in, it should work.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a thought. I might, since I'm having trouble with my Pi, maybe I'll look into get one of those Vipers just standalone because I have the control deck. And then I could just use that to run the Viper and then be able to play online. I
Now
might
this
look into that.
Viper, it's a standalone piece of hardware.
Like a Pi.
It's basically just like a Pi. But
okay.
It's his own creation, and does it run Batacera? Is
They're
that
running arcade on it right now.
Okay,
Arcade.
that's right. Yeah, arcade. It was. Yeah,
Arcade.
arcade.
Yeah, Derek, did you see that one video he put out? I know you saw the one because I saw your comment on that video, but he had that other one out on Facebook. I think it was yesterday, and he was playing an open board game, and it was like an X-rated. It had Chun-Li and stuff. And the bad guy came up, and his big old wiener came out of his pants right towards her and stuff. Looking forward to playing that one.
Yeah, I think you're just talking about opening it up just so it's a cleaner look, right? Is that what you're talking, Greg? That's why you're
Right. That's one thing I complained about when I first got the thing is they said I already hooked my Pi up to it a couple times, but everything's right in front. So if you want to mount it permanently, you can mount the Pi on the side of it and just like wrap those wires around tight and use some type of hokey thing. But somebody I saw somewhere one time opened that up and pulled those USB and HDMI inputs out of where they go on the control deck and just brought them into the back of the machine. Well, then you just hook you're right, Bart, what you said. Just get it cleaner looking instead of having all that.
make it look
You got all these
nicer.
damn wires in there.
Yeah,
Now, see, Ed, if you guys watch Digital Victory, he's got if you watch his channel, he's got his at games with a computer set up next to it. But if you look at him, he must be the neatest guy ever as far as wire running and everything. He's just got him sitting over there and everything. I don't know how he did such a good job because it looked like it'd be a mess to do. But his is clean looking.
Really good at wire management. I mean, we have to do that in IT. So hide the wires, make it clean. Yep.
Yeah, he would. You guys would probably get sick to your stomach if you looked at my wire management in this place. It is such a mess. It's ridiculous. And now it's even worse because I just moved the camera right before we went live, so I got wires literally strung right out of the view of the camera, strung across stuff.
Just before I got hurt, Travis came over, and I decided to move the Xbox up here and into the main living room. And we pulled every wire out of everything, the cable box, and we straightened everything out. And I mean, zip ties and everything looked beautiful. I decided to add something. So Travis came back out and he got under there for me. And I swear there's some type of little gremlin bastard that comes out in the middle of the night and undoes and ties all that shit nuts because we had not. I looked at it. I said, how the hell did this get screwed up already?
Right. Yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy. Midnight Oblivion had asked, "What's wrong with my Pi?" I'm having some kind of power issue. I don't know. It keeps giving me an under voltage thing, and it just reboots randomly. but I think it just needs a new power, the little plug it in the wall power supply thing. But it's a good excuse. It's messing up. That's a good excuse to buy a Viper so that I can play online with Poe. With his Viper. But I don't know. So anyway.
What's this Viper run, Poe? Price-wise. Pricing. What do you
Oh, what is it now? I bought it with the switcher and everything.
I think he's
Is it
$40 or
around
$45.
Yeah, 45, something like that.
Somewhere in there for the Viper. If
Yeah,
it's
but he's
just
coming out with the
$25.
Viper Venom is the next one he's working on, which is just a more powerful version.
Yeah.
Do me a favor and post a link to that, Poe, in our chat group. I'd like to take. I mean, I guess I could Google it myself and find it. But I don't know. It sounds interesting to me. Something else for me to jack with.
Right. Hey, Chaos.
Hey, I am Chaos. You are Chaos. Chaos.
Yeah.
So moving right along here, Mike, you made some videos, right?
I did.
Did you want to talk about first, or just?
Well, I would encourage everyone to check out my OnlyFans page and donate. And I can see the video.
There you go. For only $4.99 a month, you can see Mike's video. You just got to demonetized by mentioning OnlyFans out loud. See, now, that's going to put me on a rant. All these people there are so many words that are blocked on YouTube anymore. You see people that have to use different words for fill in the blank stuff, and it's an OF page, not an OnlyFans page. Well, why the fuck doesn't YouTube just say, I'm going to block the word OF now? Because they know what it means. It's the same thing. It's like people that say, I'm not cussing if I say freaking. It's like, if you meant fucking, you kind of are still. But anyway, that's my side rant about OnlyFans and how people just, so many words are avoided now. It's just, you don't even know what they're talking about half the time because you're like, I don't know the acronyms. But okay, now I really am done. Mike, what you got going?
I got a PC game behind me. I don't know if anybody can guess what that game is. I know Derek said earlier he thought it was Wizardry, which it isn't. It kind of looks like it, but I was surprised. This is not what people are going to think what this game is. It's actually, it shocked me when I played it. So yeah,
that's Galaga, isn't it? Isn't that Galaga?
Galaga too. Yeah. Now this is the longer of the two videos, right, Mike? The one that you're doing the gameplay.
A longer video. Yep.
Right. Okay. I think when I first start playing it, we're all going to be on the bottom or something, but I'll move us out. But people will still be able to hear us. So, Greg, try to keep your laughter quiet when Mike's doing his gameplay because he'll get upset. He'll be able to hear you. So,
if he's
I have the bum holder.
If he's funny,
I have the bum holder. Yeah.
No.
All right.
No, Debbie.
Should we play it? Should I run the video?
It's beateth them and eateth them.
All right, here we go.
Hello, everyone. Mike, the Gaming Road Warrior here, and today I'm going to be playing Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, for the PC. So you can get this game on GOG, which means good old games. It's a point-and-click adventure, and I think it was made in 1990. So I'm reading it here. For the Amiga, Atari ST, Commodore 64, and MS-DOS computers. It was Horrorsoft's second published game after 1989's Personal Nightmare and stars the actress Cassandra Peterson as her character Elvira the Witch. So basically on this game, in Mistress of the Dark, Elvira is held captive by dark forces in the castle of her ancestor, Queen Imelda. the player's character in the castle to rescue Elvira and prevent the imminent return of the evil, long-dead evil sorceress. The well-received game was followed by Elvira 2, The Jaws of Cerberus in 1991, and is the spiritual successor Waxwork in 1992. So basically, if you played, let's see, Shadowgate, The Uninvited on the NES, it's going to be very similar to that. It's a point-and-click adventure game. All right, let's get started so you can see some of the gameplay on here. So just to kind of let you know, folks, this is my second recording on this because the game audio was kind of too loud. Hopefully this works. So, okay, let's start off in the castle, and like I said, you don't play Elvira on this. You're trying to rescue her. So here's your controls to move yourself forward, left, right, back, and then if you approach a stairwell, you can go upstairs or downstairs. And then over here, these are your different types of commands, kind of like Shadowgate. You can open doors, close doors, lock doors, unlock doors, looking, examine, mix, consume, use, and throw. And what's kind of neat, you can save your game anytime on this, so you might want to use this and restore. And like an RPG, here's your stats over here, and this is the only item we have here. So we can do this, we can examine it. It is a gray colored canvas bag with a shoulder strap. So, and then if I click on it again, we can look inside. Yeah, we don't have anything in there. All right, let's proceed moving forward. Sonny, you're grabbed roughly by the shoulder from behind and marched into the office of the captain of the guard, who happens to be blind. "Who are you?" he snaps, but before you can reply, he continues, "Do you think a slimy lizard like you can save her?" "Guards," he yells, "take this lowlife to the dungeon and search him. He can rot down there with the other rats. You won't last long. One of Emeraldo's pets will make a meal out of you. Take him away." A dark, damp, depressing dungeon. So yeah, that's your character right there. And someone should be showing up here in a moment now. Oh yeah, he's shocked. "It's Elvira. Great, employ you to save me, and what happens? Birdbrain gets banged up and I have to save him. Follow me, Pinhead." So I'm going to kind of give you a clue about this game. So you're here to rescue her, right? And she paid you how when she got captured in this dungeon? Doesn't make sense, but, you know, plot holes, right? What's kind of interesting about this game, so for those of you thinking like, well, what do I get out of this in return? Well, if you do save her, you get something special for the ending. Let's leave it at that. Yeah, try beating this game. Like the graphics here looks really good. She looks amazing in the cutscene right here. Unlike when you first see her in the introduction on the game. Now, for the second game they made of that they did for Elvira, she doesn't move around like this. So I'm kind of wondering why they took a step back with how the graphics were done. This is so much better. It makes it seem like she's alive and, you know, moving about. Even though it's kind of a repeat GIF. Alright, this is our mission. We gotta get some ingredients, I guess, for her. Alright, she gives you that tiny knife. It doesn't do too much damage. Let's go... Let's go this way. Alright, we're gonna go in there. Okay, we're gonna have to fight this guard. And I am so confused about the combat on here. I am so confused on the combat on this. I don't get. They should have a tutorial how to do this. Okay, it's done. We can go up. Now, since we're going to take the stairwell hill, you want to go upstairs. You got to use this key. All right, let's try fighting this guy. I'm probably going to lose. Nothing's. I don't know how to fight it. This is kind of ridiculous. I wish there was a tutorial how to do the fighting on this game. Alright, I'm gonna try again. Or I'm probably being dumb and then just kind of. Oh, really? You gotta start over again? Okay. Is there a way to pass forward? Okay. Alright, let's see if we can fight this guy. There we go. Alright, nothing we can do here. Let's leave. Oh, I've been there already. Another guard. Alright, let's see if we can do this again. Nice. I'm not sure if this is just timing. There we go. Nice. Okay, go forward. Go upstairs. Probably gonna die. Nice. Wait a minute. Return to Earth. It doesn't matter if you keep clicking on this. It doesn't do squat on this game. I'm about to die. Yeah, I really wish there was like some sort of tutorial in this game. But if I remember right from the old PC games of yore, you have to read the instruction manual, and you could probably get a lot farther in this game. But it's not bad. If I can just understand the combat a little bit more, it would be a lot funner. So if you do play this game, I would highly encourage you to read the instruction booklet. Alright. Take care, everyone, and remember, gaming is your road to adventure.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah. It's interesting. Yeah, sometimes it does help to read the instructions, I guess. Oh, shoot. I got to unmute you, Mike. I had to mute you. I think the echo was coming from your thing.
Oh, weird. Okay.
Yeah, I had to mute you. I was going through all of us. I muted myself. I'm like, shoot, the echo's still there. And when I muted you, it went away. So
I muted myself right off the bat, and it didn't fix it. That's the first thing I thought. And So I just kept
Yeah.
myself muted the whole time so I wouldn't say something sarcastic.
Right. Poe kept putting in the chat, can you keep Greg muted the rest of the show? Oh, yeah. Interesting. I remember playing games like that. I've never played that game, but I remember playing games of that style where you're just clicking around, examine and stuff like that. It's pretty good, though. I like the jiggle features that going on there. For moving around.
Oh, yeah. Tito did have that as a ringtone.
Yeah.
Like, if I have this song stuck in my head all day tomorrow, I'll be pissed.
I think, didn't she just announce that she's officially retiring Elvira?
I don't know.
Yeah, I saw something flash. I didn't get to read the story, but I just saw a headline or something that Cassandra Peterson announces she is officially retiring Elvira. She's not going to do any more Elvira stuff, I guess. I don't know. I didn't read the article, but that's what the headline said.
Still be attending the conventions because that's where I see her a lot of, and I kind of missed her on last one. I'm kind of hoping she goes again, so I can get at least a picture with her. I got her autograph already. I just need a pic.
Yeah, nice. That's cool. Yeah, that's a cool game. Down. Got to keep it going for T-Dog. Got to just cement that in.
Oh yeah, they weren't kidding. The music on it. So I did lower it. So the first one was really loud, and I lowered it like halfway through, and then it does get loud. Like the pitches of the music gets really high, and it's just I don't know why the music's so loud on that game, but the combat's the most difficult. I don't know. I was trying to time it, but that doesn't work either sometimes, and you can't just click on it like I did. Otherwise, it doesn't work. So I think it's just timing, and then switching between the two. They have like parry, lunge, that kind of stuff, or block.
Right.
Yeah. Really a bit confusing. I know like the second game I tried that already is a lot easier on the combat, but the first one was a little bit more difficult. But I do like the graphics on the first game. Really good. But I don't know why. It's a point and click. They should have kind of made it like if you played Secret of Monkey Island, those type of games, a lot more easier. Like Lucasfilm games are a lot easier to interact with its game. This one's a little bit more hard.
Yeah. Yeah. I did not to change the subject, but kind of relative, talking about the volume levels. I'm pretty stoked because I finally figured out how to separate in OBS and get my camera audio and my game audio onto completely separate tracks. So in post-processing, I can adjust the volume levels. And,
nice.
That was a mess. And what I found out was even if I told it to record on separate tracks, I'd play the video back in my editing software and it would only get one of the two. And I'm like, what the heck? So I had to download another, which if I knew I was going to talk about this, I would have had the name of it. I found a free program that lets you extract that second audio track as a WAV file. And then I can just import it into the video. And because it's all recorded at the same time, it's really simple. You put your video in, you grab your audio track, and you just put them both to the front, and they're synced up perfectly. And but then I have individual, and I can, in the editing software, if there was a loud portion of the game, I could cut that and lower the volume just for that one part, or raise my voice. Man, so much better than trying to, you record some. I don't know how many times you guys have done it where you, like you did earlier, Mike, with this video. You record it, you get done, you listen back, and you're like, God dang it, I can't hear the game or you can't hear yourself.
Yeah.
And you've just wasted, which sucks when you're doing, like Greg and I will do an hour-long truck drive or an airplane flight, and you get down and find out you couldn't hear the game sounds the entire video. I just wasted an hour and 20 minutes. So, but yeah, it's pretty cool. And you can do, I think, 6 different tracks in OBS if you need to. If you had multiple sources. I only have the record the computer sounds and record my microphone. So
Yeah.
I just use 2 separate tracks, but it is one extra step. I got to extract that, but it literally takes, I think when I do an average truck stim video, which is 30 to 45 minutes, the extraction of the WAV file, it takes longer for me to click new file and find the file and double click it. When I say, okay, extract it, it takes like 2.5, 3 seconds, and it's already extracted. So it's not like, dang it, I got to wait 12 minutes for this thing to extract the audio. And now I got to try to combine them and then recompile it. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It works out nice.
Nice.
Cool.
Hey, there she is. Just don't lean too far to your left, Mike. You'll block the best part of your screen.
Yeah, you can't put stuff like that on the screen.
No,
As your background.
motorboating. Look at Poe's got.
That's my conscience. He's my god.
That's funny stuff. Oh man. So what's the other video, Mike? I didn't watch either one of those. I just made sure that they would play and I uploaded them.
Oh yeah, it's a new Atari 2600 game.
Oh, nice.
No, so I wanted to share it with you. I saw it on YouTube, and I'm like, oh, this. I'm thinking about picking this out. I don't typically buy like 2600 games, but I like this one. So yeah, if you wouldn't mind, Bart, showing that one too, that'd be a good video.
Does it have
I'll
the
go
same
ahead.
music? If it doesn't, I'm going to sing the whole way through it.
All right. Here we go. Where'd my mouse go? Here we go. Oh, we're still on the screen.
On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again.
Nice.
Yes, yes. Yeah, you don't want to miss out on Audacity games. Great stuff. We've been waiting a long time for this one. Circus Convoy was their first one, and just an awesome game. Now, these are the guys that were Activision back in the day that are Audacity games now. Dan Kitchen made this one. It's kind of a sequel, I guess, not really, to Keystone Capers. But yeah, that'll be their third game out now. But the first two are excellent. I already have those, and they put a QR code on the screen, and you can scan it to go on a high score list. You can enter and send away to them if you get to a certain score for patches, just like Activision used to have, and they'll send you the patches that you can put on a jacket or collect or whatever. Alien Abduction was the last one that came out. Absolutely love this game. It's kind of like a sequel to Hero. John Van Ryzen made this game and Hero for the 2600 way back in the day. So I've been waiting for this one. I'm glad Mike brought it up. Yeah, November 25th, it'll go on sale, and I'm going to be right there.
Nice.
Yeah, it does look fun. I saw it, and like I was kind of thinking it was like a sequel to their Circus Convoy game that they had. It looks so similar to that game.
Yeah, with the train running and stuff.
Yeah,
awesome game.
Yeah, I was like figuring like, oh, this would be a good game to pick up. So that's actually pretty awesome. It's going to be compatible with the Atari 2600 Plus and the 7800 Plus. So yeah, looking forward to picking that up.
Yeah, they make some great games. So, like I said, this one we've been waiting for since the first game came out. They mentioned this one, and everybody's like, "Where's it at?" for all these years now. So now it's finally coming out.
Yeah,
Wow.
unlike a lot of other game developers, though, at least, once they're done with it, you don't need to download any patches. The game's complete. And you don't have to do it for any updates. It just works when you turn on the Switch. So, yeah.
And these guys don't reuse old game cartridges. They actually make their own cartridges.
That's cool. So what are they? They used to be Activision, you said?
They were the guys that were Activision before they sold Activision back in the day.
Uh-huh.
And with all of these homebrew games coming out at some point, a couple of them got together. And both the Kitchen brothers are there, Gary Kitchen and Daniel Kitchen of 2600 fame. And then, David Crane. Yes, the legendary David Crane, Pitfall 2. Went on to he created World of Wonder, the toys that made like Teddy Ruxpin and things like that. So, yeah, they're all working together here. I don't know. And then they got John Van Ryzen. So maybe they'll grab some more old designers or programmers from Activision back in the day. Hopefully that'll be the case.
Love them to see if they can do another Star Master game. That was actually a favorite of mine back in the day, or River Run. Or River Raid. Yep.
Yeah, that was, I don't remember her name now that made that game. That would be sweet. I don't know. Is she still with us? I'm going to have to look that up and see if she's still around. But of course, they would have to change everything, of course, because Activision still, or Microsoft owns all of those properties now. But
yeah, it would just have to change it up. Oh, Indiana Jones, the Atari 2600 game?
No. That wasn't Activision, no.
No, that was Atari.
That was Howard Scott. Howard Scott Warshaw that made that game, the same man that made E.T. and Yars.
Uh-huh. Yeah, one of the cool things about that type of game, that's why I really like that in E.T., there's an actual ending on it, because most of the other games were just for high score. But me, I was more typically, I'd like games where you can actually beat the game. Wasn't trying to do a high score. Not unless I'm at the arcade, of course. I like trying to beat other people's scores, but at home, I mean, you're going to really beat yourself.
Sometimes. Depends on what the wife says.
High scores.
It's this game.
Yeah. Mike sets him up. Poe spikes him. Yeah. So what I guess what I was getting at, so these are the guys that used to be with Activision and they did all these other, but now they're not. Is it like a side gig for them? It's not their.
Yeah, well, I think
years between the games, right?
Yeah, well, they did go on, these guys, to program 4 other systems through the 90s and stuff. But yeah, I think they just saw how the homebrew community grew. People were making games, and they're like, they loved making games for the 2600 back then. So they're like, why not do it again? And they, like I said, they brought it back. You got the QR code now, so now you can see how you're playing against other people. When you scan that, it comes up on your screen, right? And you can get the badges if you score high enough. Take a picture and maybe pay the shipping cost or something for the patch, because Activision used to do the patches back in the day.
Yep,
that's cool. Oh, that is cool. Man, I'm getting sleepy. Greg's been asleep for 20 minutes. Wait. Oh, sorry. Wake you up.
No, I really like that second game. Don't get me wrong, I like the first one, the Elvira, but I really like that Activision game because I really like the soundtrack. It was kind of woke me up. And then Poe started talking about it, and I fell asleep. So I don't know. Yeah, I did want to get my chance to say something about this real quick.
Did you mute yourself?
You're right, Craig. I agree 100%, dude.
I don't know what. Greg, I think you're muted. I don't.
One second left, and they blocked the field goal. Unbelievable. I think Bart took me off the screen. I don't know.
Oh, what's Derek saying here? There's a point and click game that's Wild West based too.
Oh, is
Monkey
there?
Island style.
Oh.
Wild West. Wild West. I used to go downtown. Remember that song?
We're talking about acronyms now. What is GOG? Guardians of the Galaxy?
Good old games.
Oh, good old game.
Yep.
RFG, real fun game.
Real fungy.
Yeah. Now I'm stuck on the Wild Wild West song, trying to remember the lyrics.
What is it? Rico. Suave. Bringing back some memories.
I don't know, when they let Will Smith play Jim West, that was it for me. I'm done with the Wild West.
I just had a conversation with my family, my brothers and sister, about the old Robert Conrad Ever-Ready battery commercials. Remember those? He would put the battery on his shoulder and dare you to knock it off. I just remember my dad saying, "I'll knock your teeth out of your head," telling the TV that. I'm like, it's James West, Dad. How could you?
Right? Cannabis Kid with health tips for everybody. If you're tired but can't sleep, just want to watch one of Poe's videos and you'll just sleep.
Well, the only reason you get tired from that is because you're fapping while you're watching it, Cannabis.
He said, the only part I got, he says, you'll be asleep before it ends. Sometimes I'm asleep before he gets to the gameplay.
There's supposed to be gameplay? I forget to do that.
No,
I didn't even make a video this week. So nobody had their sleepy time. They had to go back into the archives.
That's
Well,
yeah.
I heard Bart say he was getting tired, and so am I.
Yeah. It's
I'm
been a
not
long
leaving
day.
until Mike leans over and motorboats. Then I'll be ready to end the show.
Well, now that he's on the bottom, I can hey, be like what was his name? Corman in Blazing Saddles. Just let me have a little feel. Uh-oh, the dogs know I'm in here now. I just heard them whine. They see Mike's cat on the screen. Who's whining out there, you big baby?
Right on cue.
That's Smokey. That dog that's one of the two that we got, Smokey and the Bandit, that people dropped off. He is one of the most loving dogs you ever seen. He just wants to get up and cuddle with you all the time, and he's funny because he's one of those, he puts his foot on you and wants you to pet him, but then when you chase him away, you're like, hey, I'm trying to watch a good video. Mike put out a video. I'm trying to watch that one. And so he'll go over to one of the other dogs and put his paw on their head. It's like, okay, well, whatever. But
Selma
yeah.
Hayek. Yeah, Selma Hayek. Yeah. Wasn't there a movie where she had like a beard and mustache in though? That kind of turned me off.
Yeah. Oh, what was
Yeah.
that? Yeah, she did have a.
Yeah, I don't remember what that was either now.
All right, T-Dog, thanks for stopping by.
Bye, T-Dog.
Yeah, we're not far behind you. I think this show's starting to wrap up here because 2 of the 4 of us are really tired, and the other 2 are probably tired too, just don't want to admit it. But yeah, of course she was in oh my gosh, Dusk Till Dawn.
Yep.
And big surprise, Quentin Tarantino writes in his own scene where she pours the drink down her foot into his mouth, Mr. Foot Fetish himself. Yeah, that was a good movie. She was a snake chick in there, right?
Yep.
Oh, spoiler alert for people that didn't see it. But
I think that was the first DVD that I actually saw in person. My buddy had
really?
a PlayStation 2, and he had that movie, and I went over there, and he wanted to show me his PlayStation, and he put that movie in.
Nice.
Nice. Awesome.
Oh, I'm sorry, Poe. What'd you say?
Well, what I was saying was,
That's funny, Poe, and it's ironically it's your best segment you've ever done on the show. Oh,
Mike's looking good tonight because he's got a big set of tits behind him.
what was that where she had the beard? I don't remember.
I can't remember either. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, how about those Chiefs?
Yeah, how about them?
9-0. 9-0. 9-0.
We don't speak politics or Chiefs on this channel.
Did you hear the Washington Redskins are being the Indian tribe up there's filing something against them for changing the name from the Redskins. They're pissed off.
Yeah, I did hear about that. Yeah, it's kind of all that stuff is so wacky.
I know. What do you want to do, Bart? You want to go into final thoughts, or you just want to fall asleep now?
Sounds good to me. Unless you guys had anything else you wanted to talk about in this episode besides Elvira's boobs.
Just that we're not doing a challenge. In case you got this far and were wondering, no challenges for a bit here. So
yeah,
we're going to regroup.
They'll be back in December, I think.
Yeah. We're gonna take a little break from the challenges and come back in the month of December with a whole new format. So tune in. It's exciting stuff.
Yeah.
We can't go into details because we haven't really discussed what the new stuff's going to be. We'll decide that the Saturday before or Sunday at 5:30 p.m. Central, right before we go live. Shit, what are we doing?
I don't mind saying. I don't think you guys mind. One thing we did decide on amongst the four of us, there will be a slight price increase starting.
The Vampire's Assistant.
Yeah, so you might have to pay a little bit more, but it's worth it. I mean, look what you're getting.
Right, exactly. Yeah, so I guess that's all we got to talk about, though. Yeah, so there's no game challenge, there's no pinball challenge. People, you're always welcome in the Discord if you decide to play a game or something. You want to put your score up and say, anyone who wants to try to beat me, go ahead. But we're not doing anything official until December.
Werewolf. Wolf where? Werewolf. Yeah, speaking of her, I don't know why. I watched Oh God this weekend. I haven't watched that movie in a billion years. And Terry Garr's in that one. She's John Denver's wife.
Oh, yeah. Wow, it has been a long time since I saw that.
I ended up watching all three of those, and I don't know why, but George Burns binge watching, I guess.
Right.
It's a fetish of mine.
George Burns. He was young then when he made that movie. He was only like 90.
Right.
Him and Betty White just kept hanging on.
Yeah. Betty White, she was a character, that lady. She was dirty too. You gotta watch out with Betty White. She would throw some stuff out there. You're like, what? Yeah, she was awesome. All right, so let's do the final thoughts. Mike, you got anything?
Sure. I want to just kind of show this that I got. Poe probably has it too. It's been like a week. Last week, I think. I got
nice.
Halloween 85. So there's the green cartridge right there.
Nice.
Yeah, really having fun with this game. I find that it's a little bit more easier than part 2, but this isn't bad, but I like it. I was kind of like, I don't know, I'm not sure, but really glad I picked it up. It's actually a pretty cool game. And then this came in the mail yesterday.
Nice.
Halloween.
Awesome.
And was it Evil Dead?
Ash versus Evil Dead.
Yeah,
I still didn't get mine, but they sent me a thing that they mailed it. So
awesome.
I'm gonna do something real quick. Let me turn off the virtual background. It's a green screen anyway, so there. Now you guys can see it.
Awesome.
But it has the Michael Myers plushie, and then of course you get the DLC character of Laura Strode. So I'm gonna be playing her. I typically don't play a bad guy in a game, so I'm just gonna use her, and then of course Ash. I love Ash from Evil Dead.
Yeah, and they're interchangeable. You can bring Ash into the Halloween world and take Michael Myers into in those games. And there's also the girl from Ash versus Evil Dead. Now, they didn't get any of the physical sent out on time. They gave us download codes, and that's how I played mine. But I never got my download codes for Laura Strode and the other chick. I still don't have those, so I'm hoping when my physical comes, the codes will be in there so I can finally play as them in the game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, who was the girl? It was the Latina lady, right?
Yeah, I can't remember her name now. Was it Kelly something? Or
yeah. That's who it is.
I actually forgot that I bought that whole series on Blu-ray a while back until this Halloween, and I was like pulling out my Evil Dead games and Army of Darkness, and I'm like, I did buy it, which I'm glad I found it because I almost bought it again. And I'm like, I already have it. It's sitting here. So.
Nice.
No double dipping. That's all I got. And I like for as far as the new video, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I was thinking about doing the Atari 2600, like a story of mine from it. Thinking about doing that or another video. So right now, I'm kind of up in the air. I'm just kind of taking a break and seeing which one I want to do. Then I'll have something up. I'll let everybody know on the community page, though. That's all I got.
All right. Poe, what do you got?
Yeah, well, Mike is right. I have the Haunted Halloween, and these are the two that I bought. And I bought
Jumping
them
in
from their
there.
actual physical store back in the day. And this was the one I had. I bought the gray one from them. And then Mike went and got the green one for Haunted Halloween 85. And then I had to get it. So I did. I went and bought the green one. So that's a double dip there. But they're such cool games. You got to have the green. For the second one, I have the orange. And the Kickstarter just ended on Halloween for their third game. And it's going to be purple. So... but it's not mailing out. It's not shipping out till next Halloween. So we got to wait about a year for that, the third game to come out.
That's going to be a while. Well, at least we got the other two to enjoy by the time that comes out. Hopefully.
Yeah, and I think it was it 86 that was on the Switch that you could download, which I have it on there too. So
87.
if you're interested in playing any of them, these guys are local and they used to have some really cool retro shops. I mean, great shops here. And then when COVID happened, they just closed them all down. So,
wow, that's sad.
Yeah, I can't buy from those stores anymore, Mike. They closed them, so that sucks.
That's history you got in your hands.
Yeah, because I still have the sticker from their store. Their stores were called Cash and Culture, and the sticker's still on the back. Because I didn't buy it in box from them back then. I just bought it like this. And
you know what's funny? I talked to Sebastian, who was part of that making of that game. He told me he had a Pittsburgh dad would be outside the store doing autographs and stuff for them when they had their store open there. So I'm like, no way. He came over there and he did. Yeah.
Yeah, and I never got to ask them, but the name of your main character there, the protagonist, is Donnie.
Yeah.
And I think the reason they did that is because it's kind of pronounced funny in Pittsburghese. It's like Donnie. Hey, Donnie. Yeah, so I think that's why they made the main character that name. The Pittsburgh people, they're Ronnie and Donnie, the way they pronounce things there.
That's funny. That's funny.
But if you don't know anything about Pittsburghese and how the Yinzers talk, watch Pittsburgh Dad. He does it perfectly. So
awesome.
We lost Greg.
I think we lost Greg. I didn't kick him. He's not over in the green room. I went to check to see if he just pulled himself out, but he's not over there. I'm wondering if his laptop died.
Yeah, I know for whatever reason, since we started using Restream, I don't know if it's Restream or not, but it drains me a lot faster than we used to use StreamYard. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he just sent a message, laptop battery died. So.
Oh. Yeah, I guess I should have went to him first. Whoops.
I would have cut him off anyway. So.
All right. Is that it, Poe? Was that your final thought?
I don't think maybe there'll be a video this week, but I don't know. The way work has been going, might be a while before there's another video on my channel. So no sleepy times for you guys.
Yeah, Greg says his laptop battery is dead. Well, go ahead, Greg. Your final thoughts. Just type them out on your phone. We'll put them up here. Yeah. Yeah. Poe would cut him off. All right. So, I don't really have any final thoughts either, per se. I just been doing a lot of messing around with that iRacing and driving trucks in Europe and looking for. They do have the betas out for the new 153, but I wait till they do the final release on it because you do those betas, it breaks half your freaking mods and all that stuff, so I don't mess with it too much. But I got to get my Pi going again because I'm kind of stuck. I got till December, but I got to get that Pi going again. So I got stuff to work on, but I don't have any big plans for anything as far as shooting videos. So just whatever I feel like playing, kind of thing.
Right.
So, all right. Well, as G. Parker would say, you can only have so much fun. So I think we'll cut this off here. So thanks for watching, everybody that's been here. It's a pretty good turnout. I think Gideon might have went to bed or fell asleep because I haven't seen him in the chat in a while. But we've had quite a few people here. So
we hit the wrong side. I'm trying to point for Mike's gaming gallery just in case he missed it. That's his favorite game.
Yeah. At a certain age, it's rude to ask a man for his final thoughts. Yeah, that's true. That is true. So, all right. So let's just cut it here, and we'll see you guys next week, same time, 7 p.m. Eastern, on all of our channels. Hopefully, I'll get next week's show set up a little sooner this week than I did. Or next week than I did last week. So
that's Off Grid's tagline there. We don't use that on our group show here.
That's trademark.
Nope.
Yeah, that's we don't do those things. So,
Trademark, Derek.
trademark. See, well, at least it's come full circle. Derek fucked us up in the beginning, and now he's fucking us up at the end. So thanks for that, Derek. Thanks for sticking around. Plastic Pellet says no one is watching this.
We've known that for 81 episodes.
Right. Yeah. So yeah. All right. I'm gonna click outro, and we're gonna be gone. So thanks for watching, everyone. See you next week.